Now, but what law are we talking about when we talk about the law was our schoolmaster to lead us to Christ? Well, there's 4 categories of law in the Bible. Number 1, you had the moral law, which is the 10 Commandments. Number 2, you had the cultural law. The cultural law included many laws like slavery, rules concerning slavery. And don't kid yourself in thinking that slavery still doesn't exist today. If you want to see slavery, go visit a prison. That's the closest thing you're going to get to slavery, at least the biblical model. But the biblical model of slavery was not commercialized as the African American slave ship. No, the biblical model of slavery was that if you stole something, you could be sold as a slave until you paid it off. So it was a really effective type of slavery. So, a lot of ignorant people will say, well, that Bible teaches slavery. They don't know what they're talking about. No, it was totally a different type of slavery. All right, third, you had the sanitary laws, which include things like, okay, God told Israel, if you go do number 2, go outside the camp, dig a trench and cover it up. Okay, cats know how to do this by nature, but human beings have to be told. All right. Sanitary laws, food laws concerning clean and unclean meats. All right, you eat these. These are scavengers, don't eat them. These are clean meats meant for human consumption. They'll keep you healthy, okay? The scavengers will shorten your life, okay? So that's the sanitary laws. Fourth type of law was the sacrificial laws, which involved animal sacrifices. Now, Galatians 3 and verse 24, and let's read it again. Wherefore, the law was our schoolmaster to bring us to Christ, that we might be justified by faith. But after that faith has come, we are no longer under a schoolmaster. What law was a schoolmaster to bring us to Christ? Now, again, how a lot of Christians read this, I'm going to read this verse, how a lot of Christians read it. All right, wherefore, the moral law was our schoolmaster to bring us unto Christ, that we might be justified by faith. But after that faith has come, we are no longer under the moral law. Now, does that make any sense? That once you come to Jesus Christ by faith, you no longer need morality. You no longer need the moral law. Does that make any sense? Nope, it doesn't make a bit of sense. But that's how I think a lot of Christians view that verse. Okay, what kind of a society can you expect to live in if there is no moral obligation to God's law? Well, the kind of society you live in would be a godless society, an evil, lawless society. So it doesn't make any sense to say, okay, once we come to faith in Jesus, we no longer need the moral law. We no longer need the 10 Commandments. That does not make a bit of sense. Now, we have to read the context of Galatians here. Let's drop back to Galatians 3 and verse 19. Wherefore then served the law, it was added because of transgression till the seed should come, to whom the promise was made, and it was ordained by angels in the hand of a mediator. Now, what law was added because of transgression? What law was added because people were sinning? Did God look down at man and say, man, those people are sinning their butts off. I need to give them some law. That guy just cheated on his wife. I'm going to give him a law that says don't commit adultery. That guy just stole something. I'm going to give him a law that says don't kill. No, that's not the way it is, okay? Since the creation of mankind, put this in your pipe and smoke it, since the creation of mankind, moral law has existed.
Check us out on the web at isthatreallyinthebible.com.